I'm Todd Street, and I'm from Todd Street Lawyer. I'm an accredited specialist in family law from the Hunter Valley in New South Wales, Australia. I've been a lawyer for 15 years. One of the areas in which I practice is family law. I want to talk to you today about the preparation of electronic tender bundles. Recently, at least partly because of the COVID-19 pandemic, there have been a number of changes in the way family law matters are prepared for final hearing. One of the big improvements in the court process has involved the extended use of tender bundles. Tender bundles are a collection of documents, often from material produced in response to subpoenas, which are collated into a bundle of documents which can then be submitted to the court for a hearing. It's a less cumbersome process than the older process, which often involved maybe 1 or 2 pages from a larger bundle of pages being tendered into evidence at a time. Things could get quite unruly with the older process. I've developed a process for preparing a tender bundle that I'd like to share with you. Using this process, you won't need to print any pages to prepare the tender bundle, number pages, or the like. It can all be done on your computer electronically. The process I'm going to show you will be done on a Windows computer. No doubt there are similar programs for Macs or for Linux, and there might also be other Windows programs you can use. I'm going to use these programs because I'm familiar with them. Firstly, you're going to need to download 2 programs. One is called PDF Sam Basic, and that's the website there for PDF Sam Basic. The second one is called PDF24 Creator, and that's the website for PDF24. Both programs are free to download. Now, let's consider the issue of subpoena material and tender bundles. Now, independent children's lawyers, or ICLs, were often tasked with their preparation. Initially, when they were introduced, what happened was that you would go into court and photocopy each page to be included in the tender bundle, and then take those pages away. They'd then need to be collated, numbered, and tabbed before being physically filed with the court. Recently, courts have started to allow practitioners to take scanned versions of the subpoena material in place of the paper copies. Now, you're obviously going to need photocopy access to do that in the first place, and that's a matter for the judge to give you that leave. But otherwise, at least in the Newcastle registry, they offer a photocopier which has a USB port. All you have to do is take along your own USB drive, plug it in to the right hand side of the machine, and then there'll be a function which will come up on the screen, which will allow you to select removable memory. Now, how to do that in more details outside the scope of this presentation, but if you've got any questions about that, just ask the court staff and they'll be able to help you out more. Now, where this the parts of the process that this video will cover will be from you getting back to your office with a USB drive full of subpoena material, through to the process of actually finalising the electronic tender bundle. Again, if there's anything outside that process, you need to speak to other people. But let's start with the file that you have. So ordinarily what happens is the subpoena material is obviously divided into packets. That gets run through the automatic document feeder, whether in one run or in multiple runs. And if it's in multiple runs, there'll be multiple files for the relevant packet. I want to show you how to firstly take one document out of a larger PDF document, because that's probably most likely what you're going to have. So I'll open up this PDF Sam merge file, and you'll see I've created some mock documents. I mean, it's not, you'll get the point. It's not necessary to have the actual documents there, but you'll see we've got a page here representing a tab for surgery consultation note, then another one for a criminal record, another one for a contact record, another one for a helpline assessment, and right there we have an event reference which is meant to represent a police record. Okay, so let's say you want to just take this one page, page 2, out of the wider or broader 6-page PDF document. So what you do on a Windows computer is you press Control P, brings up the print dialog, highlight the relevant printers that you have access to. I'm going to use Microsoft Print PDF, but there are other ones, Qt PDF and so on, which all do similar things. But the intent is you're going to create another PDF document, a smaller PDF document from the bigger PDF document. So we'll click on Microsoft Print PDF, and we worked out before that it's page 2 that we want. So we click on Pages, type in page 2. Okay. And I've obviously already done this, but we'll just highlight ICL 1.1. Save. Yep, we want to replace it. Alright, so if we go back to the desktop, we'll see that we've got ICL 1.1 there, and it's just been created. Open it up. Whereas with the other document, PDF SAM document, we had 6 pages. This one has just the one. Now, the next thing we've got to do is we want to go into this program here, PDF SAM Basic. So the way you get all those documents into there is you highlight each of these here. So these are the 5 documents as such that are going to form part of the tender bundle. Now, I've already got them in there, but I'll show you how to do it anyway. So you've highlighted those. Just move your mouse icon over the top of those highlighted items. Press your left mouse button, hold it down, take it down to your toolbar. There's PDF SAM there. So what you'd do is you would then take it up and then you would let that go. Now I'm not going to let that go because it's already there. But if we just go back, I'll just let it go. Alright, so let's assume you've let it go. Now, the last time I did this, ICL 1.1 was all the way down there. So what we want to do, presumably, is have each of these items in order. Move that up. So you can move it up, move it down, move it up. Hours of fun. Okay, so the next thing that you want to do is you want to create the table of contents, which is going to go at the front of the merged file. Now, don't generate is the standard option, but the option that you want is to generate from file names. Click on that. Now, that's where it's important to get the file names right, and that's probably something I should have dealt with a little bit earlier, but I'm going to deal with it now. So the way you change file names in Windows, click on it once, click on it twice. Now you can type in whatever you want. I'm not going to type in anything different because I'm just not going to. Alright, but you can do that. And I'd suggest that you have something which is pretty descriptive, so the title page is going to be useful. You'll see there that I've used those descriptions for each file. You might want to use those, or you might have your own way of doing it. It's a matter for you. Okay, let's go back to PDF SAM. What we need to do is, now we've got these items in order, and now we've picked the right option for table of contents, the next thing we need to do is we need to click on Run. Now I've created one earlier, but I'm obviously want to do it again. So what I'll do is I'll show you. So let's say PDF merge 2, so we can change the name of it a little bit. So we want to click on Run. It's complete. So now we want to open it up, see what we've got. And here we go, much like the first one, is the second one. So we've got our page numbers down the side. We've got our various descriptions that we used for the file names in the actual table of contents. And you'll see as we go down here, page 2 is ICL 1.1, page 3 ICL 2.1, page 4 ICL 2.2, page 5 ICL 3.1, and last but not least the surgery consultation note ICL 4.1 is page 6. So now we've obviously got our page numbers in the we've got our page numbers in the PDF program, but we don't actually have anything yet on the page, so to speak. So that's the next step. Now the way I do it, and as I've said earlier, there's a few different ways you can do it, but the way I allocate page numbers is go to PDF 24. And to remove the one that we've just done, we need to choose a file. Click on Choose File. PDF SAM Merge 2. Open that up. Now, this one I think opens up, the font opens up in Courier, but I think Times Roman's better. Just personal preference. And then the font size opens up in 10. I'd suggest you change that to 12. You can choose where you want to put the page number. Bottom center is fine for me. And over here is your formula for how it creates the page number pattern. So count is your total number of pages, number is the page number of the page that you're on. Okay. So we want to add page numbers to that document. Click on Add Page Numbers. The job's been processed, that now needs to be saved. So let's create a document called Final Tender Bundle. Save it. Go back to desktop. There's our document there. Open it up. There's your table of contents from the PDF SAM merge. And down the bottom, you've got a page number 1 of 6, 2 of 6, 3 of 6, 4 of 6, 5 of 6, and 6 of 6. Now that's a fairly simplistic look at things, but the theory is the same whether you're dealing with 6 pages with mock documents or 100 pages with sort of documents we ordinarily see. This document can be used to, you can send this to the court, CC it to the other parties, and that's your electronic tender bundle. Now, if you have an issue with file size, I generally suggest that if you're getting anywhere over 15 megabytes in size, and you can tell file size by looking at this column in Microsoft Windows. If you're getting anywhere over 15 megabytes, you're starting to have a problem in terms of being able to email some people. Different people have different email providers, and different email providers have different limits they set on sending and receiving emails. So aim for about 15 megabytes, but if you have an issue with that, PDF SAM 24 offers a function for that as well. So we'll go back to the home page. Compress PDF. So click on Compress PDF, choose a file. Final Tender Bundle, where are we? There we go, right up there. So I'll open that up. Now, if we go back to the desktop, we'll see that the Final Tender Bundle is 108 kilobytes, so that's not a problem. But I'll just use this as an illustration. So I had an issue with one recently at that level. So I changed the DPI figure, dots per inch figure, from 144 down to 90. and the image quality from 75 down to 40. Always check. I'd suggest you play around with this a bit, and you should probably do it before you actually create the final tender bundle. You should be playing around with the individual files, because you'll have some files that the original quality of the document in the subpoena material is quite good. Police material is often fairly easy to read, but you might have other material, for example, doctor's surgery or school records or something like that. Sometimes they're a little bit difficult to read. Even DCJ stuff sometimes difficult to read as well. So I'd be playing around with these figures with the individual files before you go into PDF SAM Basic, but I'll just use this as an illustration. Compress. So that's reduced a little bit in size. I mean, when you're dealing with figures like 107 kilobytes, it's not going to reduce it by much. But look, I had a matter recently where it was a very, very substantial reduction in the size of the file by reducing the quality of the PDF file itself. So it does work. Obviously, if you want to save the result, that's what you click on. You click on save and then save the file. And if you want to check what it looks like, you click on that eye over the right hand side, and you'll see there's no difference. And the reason for that is the document's fairly basic, so there's not a lot of dots per inch to play around with. Anyway, that's how to produce an electronic tender bundle without printing a page. You'll obviously need to prepare or print one version of the completed tender bundle for a hearing, because a document you'll need to have a version to hand up to the witness from time to time. But that's basically what's involved. So if you've got any questions, you're welcome to email me at todd@streetlawyer.com.au. That's Todd, TODD, at streetlawyer, STREETLAWYER.com.au. My office number is 02 4964 1856 if you'd like to talk to me rather than email me. Anyway, thanks very much for your time. I hope this video has been helpful, and enjoy your day. Bye now.